Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. After going through the way of the cross, of course, if it was not because of the lockdown, we would have gone a longer way of the cross here in our compound. But even that here in the church is very important. And after listening to our readings from the long Passion of the Lord from St. John, chapter 18, and from the letter to the Hebrews, chapter 4, and the first reading from the prophet Isaiah, chapter 52, and the psalm that we have responded, Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. It is only one point that I want to share with you, my brothers and sisters here present, and even those who may not be here. And this is the life of Jesus. From the moment when he accepted to be born as a man like us, being born by the Virgin Mary, that was sacrifice. We are told from the letter of the Philippians that he did not see that his divinity was anything to be grasped, but he emptied himself. That emptiness is sacrifice. And I see, therefore, that the whole life of Jesus is a life of sacrifice. Even when he had to go and preach, and people don't listen to him, they even mocked him, they abused him, they were looking for him to kill him, they did not want him to pass through Samaria, yet he sacrificed himself and went to Jerusalem where he was to be crucified. A life of sacrifice. And the ultimate sacrifice is a sacrifice on the cross, where, as we have followed closely in our gospel, that at the end, when everything has been done, what does it say? It is finished. Yote yamekwisha. And he bowed his head and breathed his last. That is a sacrifice. But many people would have thought that sacrifice would be an end to itself. And they would be very happy. The Jews and the chief priests thought that now that he is dead, they even allowed Joseph of Arimathea and Nicodemus to bury him in the tomb, so that they can say, we have gotten rid of this person who is blaspheming, making himself God. And therefore, brothers and sisters, Good Friday is a day when we remember that sacrifice. The sacrifice that we have meditated all along from Ash Wednesday until now. And I want to take the sixth station in the way of the cross as an example not only of us following the way of the cross, but an example of sacrifice and courage. Sacrifice and courage. The sixth station is which one? The station where Jesus meets a woman called who? Veronica. And what does Veronica do? Veronica comes out of the crowd and goes and wipes the face of Jesus. How many would have been courageous to go and be near this person who was so disfigured? To go and be near this person who was surrounded by the soldiers carrying the cross? Everybody was far away. But Veronica courageously steps out and even touches Jesus, wipes his face. My brothers and sisters, that is a lot of sacrifice and courage. And that is what is required of me and you as Christians. In one of the stations we read, it is not important to follow the way of the cross if we don't change our lives. But when we see Jesus is surrounded by hatred, ridicule, violence, even his best friends running away, staying away from him. Only one woman, Veronica, dares to step out and show him a sign of compassion. My brothers and sisters, in this world that is full of sin, of corruption, of filth, of disrespecting God, disrespecting life that God has created, we all need the spirit like that of Veronica to come out and to go and wipe the face of Jesus in the lonely, in the suffering, in those who are being oppressed, in those who are being beaten, those who are sick in hospital, those who are in the streets, to go and wipe the face of those who are suffering because of the corruption of the leaders, because of lack of medicine, because of lack of treatment. But are we ready? Wherever we are, this is a challenge that we should take during this Good Friday of 2021. And especially in these moments when we are surrounded by the demon, the darkness of the coronavirus, are we ready to go and assist others? Of course, it's very scary when we hear people are suffering from the coronavirus. We do not even want to be near them. We don't want to be labeled people who have attracted the virus. And it is true and it is good. But then, what is our attitude? Are we praying for them? We cannot sometimes be very close to them like how Jesus was close, how Veronica was close to Jesus. But we can be close to them through prayer. We can be close to them by taking care of ourselves, wearing our masks properly, by washing our hands, by keeping the social distance. At this moment, our churches are closed. But as we said yesterday, our churches may be closed, but our hearts are not closed. Our compassion, our courage is not closed. Let us take that option of Veronica to go out and wipe the face of Jesus. And indeed, we are going to have the picture, the portrait of Jesus in our hearts after we have done that. And the portrait of Jesus is being compassionate, is being loving, being forgiving. Let us move forward without fear or favor. And let us not be discouraged. Let us not be discouraged. Even when we are far from our churches, let us know that the Lord is calling us to stand firm. And when he says it is finished, it is not finished because he has died. It is finished because he has paid my debt, your debt, to the last penny through his blood. May we be ready to walk forward all the time. May God bless us as we come out in courage, in sacrifice, like our Lord himself in the example of Veronica, who got that portrait of Jesus on the handkerchief that he used. May we also get the portrait of Jesus in our hearts, in our lives, when we serve Jesus and the poor, the lonely, the oppressed. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo.